where
Yeah, I know what
Yes,
you're looking
it's
at.
not a double
yeah.
stanza.
Double stanza.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Basically, How brave of you to come out during this weather of fog and rain, and wow. So I'm very excited to be back. For those of you who are viewing from home, hello, Shabbat Shalom to you as well. Let us begin with a Shabbat poem, which is loosely based on a poem by Rabbi Michelle Werner. Let us mark this moment with spark and blessing and light as we expand the sands of holiness in our world and in our hearts. As we enter this sacred time of Shabbat, may Adonai help us put aside our stresses of daily life and absorb the calm of this holy moment. As Shabbat begins, may Adonai revive our ability to feel the infinite potential the seizing affords us to regather our scattered selves. In the hallowed space Shabbat creates, may Adonai refresh our connections to our loved ones and community, expanding the threads which bind us together. I'm so excited to be back from Israel. I had an amazing month, and it's so good to be back home. Let us continue with Holy Ground. This is a song by Craig Taubman, and you will find it in your bulletin on page 5.
Every what, every who, it's in her, it's in me, it's in them, it's in you, in the bitter, in the sweet, in the calm, in the storm. All of life is holy ground, so walk as if it's holy ground, breathe as if it's all around, talk and make a holy sound, take your shoes off, you're on holy ground. When you hurt, when you heal, when you laugh, when you pray, when you doubt, when you keep, when you give it away, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, all of life is holy ground. One story, one journey, one tapestry we weave, one people, one glory, one tapestry we weave. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, everything, everyone, every place, every way, where you stand, where you walk, where you love, where you praise, all of life is holy ground. Can you feel the holy ground? Take your shoes off, you're on holy ground.
Everywhere you are, you're on holy ground. And I visited quite a few holy grounds while I was in Israel. Let us continue again in your supplement with Angels' Blessings. You'll find it on page 7. And this is an old melody and arrangement that was written many years ago by Debbie Friedman. May our right hand bring us closer to our godliness. May our left hand give us strength to face each day. And before us may our visions light our paths ahead. And behind us may well-being heal our way. All around us is Shekhinah. 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 May our right hand bring us closer to our godliness. May our left hand give us strength to face the day. And before us may our visions light our paths ahead. And behind us may well-being heal our way. All around us is Shekhinah. 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 Let's turn to page 121. We read responsively. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. Together. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Together.
Acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Let us all join Mr. Mike as he recites the bracha, the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kijanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commending us to kindle these lights for Shabbat. And now that we've welcomed Shabbat, let's take just a couple of moments to wish each other Shabbat Shalom. Introduce yourself to someone you don't know yet, and remember Hugs are always welcome at Temple Adas Shalom. Yes. All right. Let's continue on page 145. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Together, teach my lips
a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine that my
entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there's no place on earth without Shekhinah, the presence. Let's continue with Chatzi Kaddish. I invite you now to turn to page 144.
Yigdal v'yikdash merabah.
Amen.
Amal divrach cherutei va'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'chayei dekol beit Yisrael. Bagala u'bizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yesh me Rabba mavarach la'olam malal me almaya yitbarach v'yishtabak V'et Bar, v'et Roman, v'et Naseh, v'et Hadar, v'et Halev, v'et Halal, Shemeda Kudsha, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushvechata v'nehemata, Damiran ma'alma, V'imru Amen.
Please rise as we continue with the Baruchu on the next page. Ma'ariv Aravim, page 148.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim.
Asher Yidbaro Ma'ariv Aravim. From here, if you're still able, let's continue to stand. But if you're tired, please have a seat as we continue with Ahavat Olam. Turn to page 150.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Alekein Adonai Eloheinu b'shofteinu, ufkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayeinu. ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגי יומם ולילה, נגי יומם ולילה. ואהבתך תסיר ממנו לי עולמי. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל.
Now that so many of our hostages are starting to return home, of course, there's still a lot more work to do, many more to release, but at least some are home. Let's focus our energies on Shema Yisrael. Hear our words, Adonai, our words of gratitude. And as we exhale, let's bring in the sense of gratitude into our hearts. Thank you. As we continue with the watchword of our people, Shema Yisrael. Let's continue on page 154 with Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת
את אדוני אלוהיך
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem, Emet. Sing the song of men and women. Join in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished. A gift for our children and the generations to come. Song of a land once ravaged by war, now, please God, quiet and content. Her soldiers home, leave no more. Song of a world redeemed, song of peace.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי אנו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
On pages 160, 161, you'll find beautiful words for let there be love and hashkivenu.
Understanding among us, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. שומרך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום. Eloheinu l'shalom. Peace and friendship may our shelter from our storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Ashkivenu, let us lie down in peace. Shamru B'nai Israel, page 162, at the top.
Sorry, wrong song.
That's all right. Shamru B'nai Israel et HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, בעברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. שבת וינפש.
As we turn to page 164, let us rise for the tefillah, also known as the Amidah. We will begin on page 164 with a little opening for the Amidah. Then Mike is going to take over for leading us for the rest of the Amidah.
שפתי תפתח, ופי יגיד תהילתך. יאללה 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 אדוני, יאללה יאללה שפתי תפתח, יאללה יאללה ופי יגיד תהילתך. יאללה יאללה אדוני, יאללה יאללה שפתי תפתח, יאללה יאללה ופי יגיד תהילתך. יאללה la svatai dita. La 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 ufi agi tehilatecha. Ya la 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 ya la Adonai. Ya la la svatai dita. Ya la ufi agid tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, V'zocher chasdei avot v'himahot, U'mevi gurula livnei v'neihem, L'ma'an shemo ba'ahava. Chozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah. 168. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechael hakol atavrav lehoshia, Mashiv harucha, Umuziv hagashem, Mechachel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umkayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha bahal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umchayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lechayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Page 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Together we read, you are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Let's take just a couple of moments for silent reflection. When you're done, I invite you to have a seat. Don't stop after beating the swords into plowshares. Don't stop. Go on beating and make musical instruments out of them. Whoever wants to make war again will have to turn them into plowshares first. Shalom Rav, Abundance of Peace, page 178.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Chasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Chasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Chasim Leolam. Israel Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon Lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon Lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol leil ובכל שעה בשומרך.
Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai Hamarech et Amo Yisrael Shalom.
On this Shabbat, we lovingly think of Amelia Parsons, Danielle Hurst, David Bonham, Fred Belkin, Gary Marco, Heather Mullis, Joyce Levy-Levine, Julie Cooper, Linda Topol, Mandy Shanks, Natalie Litovsky, Paul Cohen, Shari Morris, and Steve Nowell. As we're about to sing Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, if you'd like to add a name to our healing list, please raise your hand and say that name as my eyes meet yours.
Yarden Bivas and the other hostages that are being freed for all the healing that they're going to need, and their families as well, and those still in captivity.
Amen, amen, amen. And of course, we keep in our thoughts and prayers all those who were subjected to acts of violence in our world and are suffering on this Shabbat. Let us all join together in singing Misha Berach on page 371.
May the source of strength Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
First of all, before I deliver my short Dvar Torah for this evening, I'd like to thank these two amazing musicians that whenever we sing together, my heart just really soars with spirituality. So I just wanted to thank you so much, David and Mike. This week in Parshat Bo, we delve into the final chapter of the 10 plagues unleashed upon Pharaoh and the Egyptians. The story begins with swarms of locusts devastating Egypt's crops and food supplies, but then the parsha, the portion, takes us into the heart of darkness. The land of Egypt, so we're told, is engulfed in choshech va'afela, a thick darkness so oppressive that it paralyzes everyone for 3 full days. No movement, no sight, no escape. This terrifying void builds up to the ultimate plague. At midnight, God strikes down the firstborn of every Egyptian household. In the eerie silence that follows, as Egypt starts wailing in despair, Pharaoh finally summons Moses and Aaron and orders them, Go, depart from among my people, you and all the Israelites, go, leave us. And so Moses leads the Israelites out of Egypt, out of slavery and darkness, towards the promised land. The darkness of Parshat Bo is inseparable from destruction and death. And it's a source of deep anxiety, not just for the Egyptians, but also for our ancestors and ultimately for us as well. When we find ourselves in dark times, we often desperately reach for light, as darkness strips away our illusions of control and confronts us with our own vulnerability and mortality. But Parshat Bo also teaches us that darkness is a vessel. It is a vessel for hope, the very place where redemption is born. It's in Egypt, amid suffering and oppression, that the Jewish people begin to form as a nation. We are conceived as a people in the darkness of bondage, and as history shows, our people have been reborn again and again from such dark moments. So what is the lesson here in Parshat Bo, the portion of Bo? When we are enveloped in our own choshech va'afela, whether it lasts for 3 days, 7 weeks, or maybe even a few years, whether personal, communal, or national, we must remember that this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. Change is the only constant. What matters most is how we respond and what actions we take to bring ourselves, our families, and our communities back into the light. That, my friends, is the essence of free will, the power of choice. During my 1-month visit to Israel, I met many Israelis who are known for their ability to find light, even in the darkest, most painful moments. This resilience has been especially evident in the year and 4 months since October 7th, 2023. Even in times of unbearable sorrow, Israelis tap into their creativity to express grief and seek hope. Take, for instance, this anemone made from clay. It's a powerful symbol of the tragedy that has struck our people. Millions of these clay anemones have been placed all across Israel, evoking the Darom Adom, Red South, a festival celebrated each year in southern Israel when millions of real anemones bloom. These flowers symbolize not only the lives lost in the 16 months since October 7th, 2023, but also the collective hope for healing, both personal and communal. Just like the anemones that spread and grow each year regardless of the destruction around them, there is beauty in our resilience and in the quiet strength of renewal. To grow from our experiences, we must learn to embrace the liberating potential of darkness, because out of darkness and through it comes freedom, growth, and ultimately light. Without the night, there can be no dawn, no triumph, no celebration of light. This, I believe, is the one central message of Parshat Bo. Shabbat Shalom. So last year, Brad Kogan taught us a song called Achenu, Our Brothers, which we think is very appropriate to be sung this evening by the three of us. Achenu, and it's not, we just decided last minute to include it. It's not in your bulletin, but try to sing it along with us.
ישראל, הנתונים בצרה, בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין הים ובין היבשה. אחינו כל בית ישראל, אחינו כל בית ישראל, הנתונים בצרה, בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין הים ובין היבשה. המקום ירחם, ירחם עליכם, יוצא מצרה, לרווחה, ונפל על יורה, לגאולה השתות בגאולה ובזמן קריב.
As for our siblings, the whole house of Israel, who are given over to trouble or captivity, whether they abide on the sea or on dry land, may God have mercy upon them and bring them forth from trouble to enlightenment, from darkness to light, and from subjugation to redemption, now speedily and at a near time.
ירחם עליכם ויוצא מצרה, לרווחה, ומפל על אורה, ומשיב לגאולה השתה והגאולה, ובזמן קריב, ובזמן קריב, ובזמן
So I have a few announcements. This evening Mark is not here, so I'll do my best to fill in this very large shoes of Mark Wolko, who always delivers all the announcements so nicely and so well. First of all, we're having next Friday Shabbat Shira, Debbie Friedman Shabbat. So some of the pieces that you heard this evening are definitely going to be sung next week as well. We will celebrate her life. Rabbi Gila is going to be here as well. Shabbat Shira is also when I get to read once a year the Song of the Sea from the Torah scroll. And we're going to lift it up. I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to point and chant the very special chant of Shabbat Shira of Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea. Sisterhood Chick Flick Night on Saturday, February 8th at 5 p.m. The movie is going to be White Bird. And then Family Shabbat Service, breakfast for dinner. Come and join us on February 21st at 5:30 for dinner and services. Please check your bulletin for more announcements. I just wanted to wish a few people Mazel Tov on their birthday. Sarah Richardson, Meeka Jeffy. That's your son. Oh my goodness, yes. Jennifer Bober and Stephen Marksimer all are celebrating birthdays in this coming week. And with that, again, thank you to Mike and to David. Let us finish the service. Oh, no, sorry. I have an announcement here.
You can't leave yet.
I'm so sorry. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, Pat is going to kill me. Here it is. This is an announcement from Sisterhood by Marcia and Pat. Did you get your Guess What's Coming email from Sisterhood this past Wednesday or Thursday? If not, check your spam. The Purim greeting cards and bag orders starts early next week. Complete instructions will be spelled out, and the fun begins when you log into your personal URL given the next email. Thanks in advance for your support. And this is from Marcia and Pat. Phew, thank God I remembered. Probably Pat is watching us right now to make sure that I read this announcement. With that said, let us continue with the Aleinu on page 586. Please rise if you're able.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אלוהינו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד
Please be seated. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. Upon hearing the name of your loved one, I will invite you to rise, and then we shall all rise to recite together the ancient words of Kaddish Yatom. In loving memory, honoring those who've recently passed, we think of the family of Robert Gillespie and the family of Melvin Babner, who was mourned by his daughter and son-in-law, Linda and Stu Needle. For the Yortsites observed this past week, we think of Harry Sadowski, Arthur Salkowitz, Shirley Friedman, Marcia Robinson, Dr. Alvin Lewis Serkis, Millie Haas-Sang, Esther Bloom, and Otto Fried. Please turn to page 598 and let us recite together Kaddish Yatom. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכון וביום יכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, Ve'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, and the entire world, to which we all say together, amen. Now, we thought that our last song will be one of the songs that actually got me to be here at Temple Shalom. Because during my visit, these two did Gesher Tzar Me'od. And so...
Yes.
I don't know what page this is on,
Oh, give me a second. I'll find it.
I invite you to join us. Kol haolam kulo, Gesher Tzar Me'od.
643.
Kol haolam kulo, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. Gesher Tzar Me'od, Kol haolam kulo, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od, again. And thank you for doing our work.